Howdy, everyone. It's Friday's weather for Weather Geeks. I am on the morning shift today with just taking some time off, so that's why this video is online a little bit earlier than normal today. And yeah, rainy Friday morning out there, as expected. Here's the current radar as I record this at about 8:15 a.m. Light to moderate rain about to push in from the west. Some of our yellow coloring here, indicative of moderate rain from Worcester down towards Holmes County and heading into Tuscarawas County, Stark and Summit County next. And so plan on just a wet rest of the morning. I do think we'll see some drying later on. I'll show you the future radars in just a second. Now, temperature-wise, it's not that bad out. 49 degrees in Youngstown, 49 over in Newcastle, Akron, Canton at 50, Ravenna at 48. So it's not chilly necessarily. It's actually above average for this time of the year. We do have some chillier air off to the west. Check out the readings out in Indiana, Illinois, and into Michigan. But the cool air is going to stay bottled up there for the next few days. Today, yes, will be cooler than yesterday, but still, I think we make it a little bit above average for this afternoon. So a little good news there. Taking a look at the rest of the country, precipitation-wise, a couple of showers up in New England, a little bit of rain up in the Midwest. But the rainiest state in the whole country right now is, in fact, Ohio. And it's going to stay that way for a few more hours. So let's bring up our latest and greatest high-resolution computer model showing us the future radar product here. And let me get the latest version of this online. And we'll zoom back in. And I'm going to start this a couple of hours after I record the video. So let's start this at, let's say, 11 a.m., which is right here. Here's 11 in the morning. And rain falling lightly. That band of moderate rain is probably pushed east by 10 or 11 this morning. But yeah, we're going to see the lingering rain, it looks like, through at least noon. This is noon. Now, the model may be a little slow here, but, you know, the danger is if this model is cluing onto things pretty well, and usually this does pretty well in the short range, that we stay wet until, you know, mid-afternoon. I think that's a worst-case scenario, but still, our rapid refresh here at 3 p.m. still has some light rain and drizzle around, not really clearing until towards the end of the afternoon. So that's something we're going to have to watch out for. Right now, our forecast does call for clearing midday and early afternoon, but we're going to have to watch the trends here. Worst case scenario, after school, after work, it's still kind of damp out there for anything you might want to try to do outdoors later on today. So that's the rapid refresh model. Here's the NAM model showing its predicted radar product. Back this up to 1 p.m., still damp, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. So, you know, the trends are not looking great for today. It's gonna be a while, I think, before we truly lose the rain and the clouds. Some last-minute sunshine still a possibility, but overall, not a great Friday. Thankfully, the weekend, yeah, that's looking a lot better. So let's talk about the weekend a little bit here. Not much to say Saturday. High pressure tomorrow morning. This is Saturday morning. Will be right over Pennsylvania, giving us sunshine. It's going to be a sunny Saturday, maybe a few cirrus, high, thin, fair weather clouds. No big deal, just a beautiful day. We'll make it up to about 70 tomorrow afternoon. Here's Sunday, and this is the day that it's probably going to get into the mid-70s, probably our warmest day of the year so far. We've got 76 in our forecast. A front stalled up in here. It's going to stay up there, though, so no worries with that, it looks like, on Sunday. Here we go into Monday, and this is when things start to get a little more interesting. Monday morning, low pressure will be centered over Illinois. Our warm front's up here, cold front back here. No rain at the start of Monday, but I think as we head into the afternoon and especially the evening, showers will become increasingly likely. There may be some thunder shower activity mixed in with this. Right now, severe weather doesn't look like a big threat. But this is late in the day on Monday, showers pushing through, and then what happens? That's the big question right now. Here's Tuesday morning. You'll notice our front is kind of stalled. There's going to be a wave of low pressure down across the southeast that puts the brakes on the eastward progression of this front. So it's only going to make it so far east, and with lingering moisture as a result, stretching all the way back into the Ohio Valley, and cold air becoming entrenched, yeah, I'm starting to become pretty convinced that we're going to at least see some wet snowflakes during the day on Tuesday. Whether it sticks or not is a whole different matter, but I think odds are looking pretty good at this point that we're going to see snow Tuesday after reaching a high of 76 Sunday and maybe 73 or 74 Monday. So kind of a remarkable swing there from Sunday and Monday into Tuesday. All the way through Tuesday evening, it may stay kind of unsettled, and Again, we could be talking about perhaps some accumulations on the grass. I'll talk about that in a second. Beyond Tuesday, next week looks better. Here's Wednesday, high pressure drifting over the Great Lakes. Should be fine, and then we'll get a warming trend towards the end of the week. All right, well, if the snow were to stick, I do think it would be on non-paved surfaces, because this would be during the day Tuesday, and temperatures would be probably at least a couple of degrees above freezing, and it is April. So GFS model here gives coating to an inch worth of snow to northeast Ohio, western Pennsylvania. Here's the Canadian model. Now, it is not as aggressive, so no accumulation shown on the Canadian, but GFS and the Canadian both have a pretty good snowstorm up in northern New England. That's the GFS. Here's the Canadian. Here's the European model, ensemble model odds, percentage chances of more than 1 inch worth of snow. Now, the European right now is the most aggressive with the snow. Typically, if you're a frequent viewer of my videos, you know that the European typically is one of our more accurate long-range models. It tends to get things right more often than some of the other models. Doesn't always get them right, though, but it is a little alarming how high the percentage chance is here of more than 1 inch of snow, according to the European ensemble model. We're talking some of these orangish shades here getting up to 60 to 80%. That's the odds of 1 inch or more of snow. And what about 3 inches? Here's the odds of 3 inches or more worth of snow on the European model. Obviously, the odds are not as high, but still, some of these shadings here get us into the 20 to 40% range. So that's a little alarming. It raises the possibility anyway that, again, especially on non-paved surfaces, someone might get a slushy couple of inches out of this. We're not going to take that off the table. Right now, the odds, if you look at all the models together, are not that high, but the fact that the European model has those odds that high, is definitely something that raises our eyebrows a little bit, and something we're going to have to watch out for. This will be during the day on Tuesday, so we'll be fine-tuning that forecast certainly over time. All right, long-range temperature trends before we go today. This is going out 16 days. The black line in the middle is average, or in other words, where we should be in mid-April. Nice warming trend, of course, for the weekend will be as much as 20 degrees above average with highs in the mid-70s on Sunday. But then here's our sharp, sharp drop. Notice by Tuesday, 20 degrees below average. We go from 20 above average to 20 below average in a very short amount of time. So kind of a remarkable change there. Beyond that, our warming trend for the end of next week. That'll be followed by temperatures which right now odds favor kind of being close to average for the last 10 days of April. Last 10 days of April, we should be close to about 62, 63, 64 for highs. Overnight low averages are in the low 40s. That's where we should be that last week of April. And if we're close to that, that means, probably several days where we're at least at 60 degrees. We're not going to get too specific, obviously, on forecasts 2 weeks from now, but those are the trends as we stand on this Friday morning. All right, that's weather for Weather Geeks on this Friday. By the way, because I don't work enough, I'll be in tomorrow on Saturday. You'll catch me on the 6 and 11 shows, and I'll cut a special Saturday edition of Weather for Weather Geeks to get you through the weekend and update you on the potential for snow early on next week. So be sure and check out those videos, and be sure and check out, if you're by a TV, be sure and check out my report on the midday show at noon today. I'll see you then.